When you come to a red light in the street, what do? You stop. In the process of getting to know someone, this is the same thing we should do, right? One thing we have to understand is that, and this is critical, you are not going to get everything perfect like you want it. So what many people do is, in the back of their mind before they get married, they take a trip to makeaspouse.com and they treat it like they're buying a computer. So they say, okay, I want a pentium processor, 256 gigs of hard drive space, 4 gigs of RAM, boom. I have the perfect spouse. Unfortunately, human beings, we don't come that way, right? We are prepackaged, and you have to just pick one out of the pile. Pros and cons all together. Okay, so as you're talking to the person, things may come up that you have an issue with, and in fact, it's probably, I'd say, a 99% chance that things are going to come up that you have an issue with. So when things come up, there are two things you need to do. Okay, step one, evaluate, is this actually a big deal? Step two, stop, resolve the issue, red light will turn green, and move on. And sometimes this is actually the hardest thing to do because you've invested so much in the process already. You already had the date set, you're already developing feelings for the person, and you don't want to put anything on hold. Now, there's nothing wrong with having feelings for the person. The issue is that sometimes these feelings will blind you to major issues that come up. Now, the trick is to cover as many of these major issues as possible before you start getting too attached. Because if you get attached, if that happens, then you've put yourself in a very difficult situation. And whatever you do, seriously, do not overlook the importance of this concept. Many times people are afraid to bring up issues because they don't want to rock the boat, or they feel like maybe they're not worthy enough that their issue deserves to be acknowledged. Well, God says there in chapter 17 that He has honored the children of Adam. So each one of us is an owner of human dignity, and just as your spouse deserves to be respected, you deserve to be respected as well. So let's say Jamal is talking to Jamila, right? And one of the quirky things about Jamal is that he doesn't like Pringles. I mean, the sight of Pringles makes him throw up. And so one day, him and Jamila are talking, and in the course of their talking, Jamila mentions that she likes Pringles. Stop. The sirens go off in Jamal's head. And issues come up. He hates Pringles. Okay? So, step one. Is this a big deal? No, it's not a big deal. Okay? He doesn't have to eat the Pringles. So his response should not be, you like Pringles? Hey, I'm not sure if I can do this. Assalamu alaikum. I'm a bounce. No. It shouldn't be like that. This isn't a big deal. Okay? So, red light turns green. He moves on. So, they're going. And all of a sudden, Jamal says, hey, I want our parents to live with us after we get married. Stop. Jamila has a problem with this. And now she follows the two steps. Step number one, is this a big deal? Yes. Having another set of people live with you, especially your in-laws, can have a major impact on how you live your life. So, step number two, she brings this up. So she says to Jamal, hey, you mentioned that you want our parents to live with us. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that at this point. And of course, you bring it up in a nice way. And Jamal says, oh, well, they don't have to live in the same house with us. I just want to live with them in the same city. That way, when they get old, I can take care of them. Oh, okay. I don't mind that. Red light turns green, move on. And so on and so forth throughout the process. Brother Q, signing off. Assalamu alaikum.